back again. I don't know what has made the stream cut off of itself. I'm not even sure if YouTube themselves did that, but oh, so it really did crash. That's crazy. Is that why it ended? My internet's terrible. Ever since we had to move it from being in the middle of the building, it's just bad. We had to like move it way in the back. Anyway, so hey, this guy got the fake J's. Hmm. The reason why I want to talk about this is a terrible mix. And I'm not kidding. This is legit garbage. How? What gives you the idea you can mix these two things? That it looks wrong. I mean, think of this. You have an angel sitting on a pile of skulls. Does that look good at all? No, it doesn't. That's wrong. Like, completely wrong. And if there are those that pretty much disagree, something's not right with your life. Something's just not right. I really should be deleting some of these. You know what? I see. I guess I'll show some clips that I really don't need, just to kind of at least clear some space. Question is, which one? Maybe this. I decided to capture this one due to the fact that the synchronization in this was pretty crazy to see. But maybe right here. So yeah, wasn't really expecting that to happen. I guess I probably knew at some point it was going to happen, but there it goes. I kind of want to do an intro for the new. Well, I wouldn't say intro because it's a terrible intro. It's just having where it's like, here we go again. Another thing that caught my eye. Not sure if y'all seen this guy anywhere, but what I find wrong about this, the Halo, right? But then you have a demon gun weapon. What? What kind of mix is that? That doesn't make any sense at all. Yes, I know. I've always been having that in my mind. It's like, okay, when can I ever feature you in this? When can I ever find the right time? I'm saving that for something. These two pictures. It's for a new ninja video of using the slash kicks because I was given something a little special. This was my ever largest tuna I've ever caught. It almost covered up the whole entire screen. Imagine that. How is it funny and dumb to be featured? What? I'm not sure if any of y'all have experienced this, but this happened to me like a few times. Before the battle could even begin. And this had everyone. This was not a room battle at all. Pretty much I got absolutely nothing. So then I'm asking myself, is this a bug? How did it all happen? I thought maybe when I went to the ninja community, I kind of give them the news. Maybe they would know something about it. My guess, it's probably that new system of trying to keep a whole balanced game. Still not very effective enough. So what I was trying to do, because I knew that was a novice kind of player, so they were just getting starting to get good at the game. I thought maybe, what if I can show them that they shouldn't always have to use a normal attack against someone using gun guard. So I thought maybe I can try teaching them a way. That was a humongous failure. I was very disappointed. If you ask me, I don't think Ninja really teaches new players that well of all the moves and the things you could like do with it. Or like say if a certain person's doing this and you would like use something to counter it. That it would always feel like maybe someone who has a better experience in Ninja should show them how to actually be really good at the game so they could get better as well. Professor flaring up. What? I still didn't really get anything out of the emotes. I didn't when that collab was here. I didn't get nothing out of there. Nothing fits at all. Just doesn't. Even I tried them on my characters as well. Nothing just fits. Especially that one known as "What kind of idiot are you?" Maybe the only thing that concerns me is the way how the legs are crossed. If I could just have a regular emote that has where a character is crossing their arms without making a whole smile expression, I would get it. Which is the thing that also gets me about this game. I am tired of smiling so much. Like, it's not even me. I'm not a guy who smiles for like 24/7. So why do we still have this? Why isn't there like an I don't know something in the game that could at least change the expressions of a certain character of what they do? Like, say if you want to have where you would always smile for every weapon you have, there you have it. Or if you always want to have a serious face for everything you do, there you can just buy it from there. Where's that? I'm really tired of seeing those stupid smiles. It just feels dumb. Especially if you're losing. That looks absolutely dumb. Let me just think of it. You're in one of the bad places on the leaderboard. Yeah, you see yourself smiling. That's not me. That's completely not me. Well, good for you. Hmm. You know what? I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to talk about before I end this? I can't think. Well, so the thing that got me to just throw that Mendel video, it was actually chosen by McKirby. I forgot to have like that little YouTube thingy. You know, like I did when Edward chose Kirby Clash. I would have like his name to appear on who suggested this or that. I forgot to add that. I kind of want to edit that video in a way, but not like edit, but just add subtitles. Oh, why is he rigged? I don't really know where I really gone with the making of that character. I just thought, what if I had a certain fire character that kind of starts off weak, but then just gets stronger each uh, minute? if I actually were to put Blaze in Ninja, the first thing I would give him is the, if I can remember the name, the Berserker Shinobi card. Because every time when you defeat an opponent, you become stronger. So that would be his main card. If we're still talking about games, something I actually want to say about Metopia. I've been playing it for more than a year, and I'm kind of starting to think that it could actually be a little bit more better. What made me thought about this? It was the models of the maze. The heads are fine, yes. The bodies, on the other hand, I just feel like they could have been a little bit more better. You know, I mean, maybe we could start off with the Warriors. I mean, if you kind of look at their stew, it's like, huh, are they really that wide? And if I were to think about the Knight suit, why couldn't it look like that? You know what? I would be glad to talk about the jobs. From my experience, the ones that I have used, that maybe I would like to talk about. Let's see. First, can I get you in here for a moment? Yeah, I'm pretty much going to go for the normal outfit because I can't really find everything for both Blaze, Plant, and Cordelia. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go with their normal outfits. Speaking of that, those outfits are actually kind of based off whatever I can find online because I thought of maybe kind of using some styles that I figured maybe could actually be well for a certain character. Okay, that was all confusing. I had nothing in mind. Um, yeah. My mind is like all over the place to the point where I can't even think what I want to say. Has that ever happened to y'all? Where you want to say something, but then your mind's just all over the place, and you have absolutely no idea what word you want to say. Anyway, so warrior wields powerful swords and is skilled at both attack and defense. Now, there's something that concerns me because there's a certain guy. He's a Metopia modder, and I'm sure you've probably seen his channel in my others list channel. You know, the ones that have like all those other channels that I just featured there. He made this creative job, which I don't think really has a very specific name yet, since it's probably still in the works. Where not only you wield a sword, but you also have a shield. Now, here's what gets me. Why in the world did Nintendo not even think about that? Metopia was a really old 3DS game, which was brought back to the Switch, and there is still a humongous difference between the 3DS version and the Switch version. I played this for more than a year, and I'm kind of starting to think about it, and it's why couldn't they make this a lot more different from the 3DS version? Why can't they give Warrior a shield? To me, it just feels like it would make more sense. You would have where the design of the shield follows up with the design of the sword itself. I would actually be glad to see what the legendary shield looks like. But it kind of wouldn't make sense to have it if you ask me. I mean, the only way the warrior can even defend is only against neutral attacks. But the magic attacks, it really can't. Speaking of shielding, the way the me is animated when they are destined to protect themselves or protect our friends, and this also goes for the stubborn enemies as well. The way I have that guard, it looks a little messed up because if you play Smash Bros. And if you ever gone against me sword fighters, if you see the way how their poses during their shield stance, not only they have where the weapon is like in front of them, but they also have where their hand is supporting the other side, or well, not the other side of the sword, but like it's just like you have the right coming from having the sword pointing at an angle downward, while you have the other hand is there to support the sword as you're guarding. But in this game, it just has where I don't know. The way how it looks, it just looks weird. Like, is that really how you guard? I mean, it's not like Marth's counter, if you ever seen how that looks. It looks very strange. To be honest, I'm actually surprised the so-called warrior doesn't even have a counter move. That would have been useful. Mage deals stupendous damage, blasting away enemies with magical might. This one also gets me. If you have played Nintendo for a long time, what concerns me, the mage has only be able to do thunder and fire. I'm not going to focus much on the other attacks it has, such as one of the moves that make you go to sleep or barrier, because, well, they're fine. But what in the world? You're telling me mage can't cast freaking tornado moves? You're telling me they can't use ice or anything like that? Like, what? You meant to tell me all these other enemies are able to do things like that, yet the mage can't do it? What's even the point? That's a big disappointment to me. It really is. I feel like mage deserves more. It even gets me to see Twilight spam that one move against a single target, Tower of Flame. Like, the first thing she ever does, if we're going against one enemy, she always uses Tower of Flame. It's like, woman, why do you keep doing that? How did that become your favorite move the whole time? I remember watching a friend of mine play Utopia. His favorite move all the time was Explosion. Or maybe it was Good Explosion. One of the two. It's kind of funny the way he says it. Explodey time. But what in the world? Twilight to just spam Tower of Flame? What in the world? Even the other mages would do the same thing. And it's like, okay, I'm done. But mage really deserved more. I say the cleric is pretty much okay. Everything it does, it's fine. I mean, everything pretty much focuses on healing and stuff. So It's all right. I'm not. I don't really have much to say about Thief, but where in the world do you hold a bunch of rocks from in that one little bag? Where did all that come from? I have nothing much to say about Popstar. It's pretty good. One thing that actually really made me laugh was to see where uh, I believe this can happen if the relationship to between certain needs are like stronger. Where if they would, the pop star would use, I believe the name is Sick Moves, which is a healing move. So you and the party will like use the same move. It's kind of cool to see. Chef. Now, when I was in the internet, I found out that they say chef is like the worst job in the game, and I was like, really? So I kind of had Umbra to use it since it more likely focuses on defense, and Umbra was kind of using this job like if he's trying to prove them wrong. Like he would sometimes actually use monster dinner and will turn the monsters into food, like just like that, and we're off. It's like, okay, we get our free reward, we can now go. I don't even think Chef is even that bad. It's just that the I think the move uh party healing move, like the cleric, it has Giga Panacea, which is completely strong as ever. Yeah, Chef doesn't have anything like that. I guess there's still a difference between light magic and healing food. I don't have much to say about the cat. I don't have anything much to say about the imp either. I think the scientist is kind of a little mid. I mean, when I see the black hole, I kind of feel like there could have been a little more effects to it, like for design stuff like that. Just seeing a simple black hole, it, I don't know. And that's it. It just goes away. I feel like it could have been a little more than that. Now, the tank, I actually kind of like it. The only thing that kind of just throws me off is the fact that you are more likely to be hated if you use your friends as a bullets, or if you try, randomly throwing bombs all over the place, then you have a great chance of accidentally hitting your own friend. What a dangerous machine. I got nothing to say about the princess. Maybe nothing much about the flower. Or actually, hmm, would it make more sense if the flower roll special attacks are a lot more stronger during the day and a little weaker during the night? I feel like it would. I didn't get much of an experience with Vampire yet, so I'm still working on it. Elf was actually a really good job. I'm not sure who really put like so much work into it, but it's actually pretty good. The only thing that slightly gets me is the horse whispering with it. It just feels a little the same. I mean, you have where you're riding on your horse, you're moving around, you ready, you have three arrows, you fire it, and yeah, you deal some great damage against like three enemies. But that's just the same thing as enhanced arrows. It just hits three enemies. So what was the point of that? Could have been a little more better. Uh, yeah. Now that gets me. Seeing that this is all the extras that they have, I feel like there still could have been a little more. Let's think about it. You have certain enemies that have certain different types of weapons, right? Why couldn't the Meats have that? For example, you know that one enemy that looks like a whole entire bull and it has like a really heavy armor and it carries like a really large hammer? Let me go find it. About right here. Yeah. So after seeing many of the moves this thing got, it makes me wonder how come Medes can't have this weapon? I mean, we've seen many other characters that would play tank the tanky role of an ally, however you would call it. I think this would be a really good weapon type for Mies. I mean, think about the really cool designs you could possibly think of for each and every weapon. I mean, even Kirby Clash managed to have something like that, which I definitely want to say something about that with Metopia as well. Well, they're not that big. They're maybe maybe like half the size of a full grown me, but they do throw quite a punch. By that, there's like this area of effect move they have where they like hit the ground and all these like rocks just pummel up and hit everyone in the face. I feel like that would be a good move for a me that wields a hammer to do something like that. And whatever possible special attacks Nintendo could provide them. So I feel like that would have been something. Because if you think of it, I was actually kind of upset when I realized why can't my characters do this? I mean, I have characters that have hammers, yet they don't have a job that has where me wields a hammer. Well, so much for that. What else do I want to talk about? Hmm. Hang on. I need a I'm back. Back. I had to stop my sister from singing a certain song. Saying the legendary weapons design. It slightly concerns me. It feels like they just kind of just took the very beginning weapons and made it look a little better. Yeah, it has all this goldish, shiny design stuff, but is this really all you got? And you call this a legendary weapon? I mean, have you see how Kirby Clash made their Starlight Sword? I mean, that thing looks special as ever. Yeah, this thing right here is it's just plain gold. That's it. Kind of wish it had some animated effects though. That also gets me. Some of these weapons that have like this these things on it, like feels like it could have been animated in a way. You know, throwing special effects on a weapon, which certain games do have that. But this I'm not really sure if you can even call that legendary. The legendary one, I feel like it could have been a little more better. Maybe to have where instead of that orb is being held by a rod, have where it hovers to make it look like it's actually more like a legendary weapon. Because having that rod just kind of make it look a little fake. Yep, I said it. The legendary staff for the cleric. This damn thing look like it's a whole entire flute with a whole diamond on top of it. Well, not a diamond, but whatever crystal gem-ish thingy, whatever rock, whatever you would call it. But that's all I kind of see this. I see this like an flute with an object on top of it. So I'm just like, is this really all they got? I mean, look how these other weapons came out to be. Yet this one still looks kind of plain. Do you think this would have been a little more better? I feel like they would. The thief's dagger is just a shiny golden kunai. What? You're telling me this is all they got? I mean, I get it that it's the last weapon, but why does it have to be a golden kunai and that's it? Should have been some extra stuff to this. I mean, look how the other daggers like. If there was a legendary dagger that looks similar to this dagger right here, I'm not really associated with the name since there's two of them. I think that'd be really good. But yeah, this I don't really like it. So I just like to cover it up with a certain different other weapon. I mean, look at the hero dagger. That one's something. The might. The legendary might. I'm not exactly sure what was I supposed to expect out of this one, but it almost looks like more of a little miniature flower pot. Why can't it look something like this? Could have been really better. The pan. The legendary pan. If you ask me, I did kind of enjoy the legendary pan design a little bit, but wouldn't it be a little bit better, like well, what's it called? The solar frying pan? I mean, look at that design. Could have been better than a whole entire square, like, uh, marking golden design object. I didn't really get anything for the cat yet, so I'm not really sure what it looks like, but I'm getting close. Basically, the spirit is just the same. I'm not really interested in demons anyway. The scientists, they could make it look a little bit better. But at least, however, it's not so dark. What in the world? The tank. I think the legendary shell is already good enough, unlike the other shells, because I don't really see how they could even make it any more better. So, yeah, legendary shell, that's a really good win right there. I feel like a legendary fan could have a little bit more design. Just keep the fan itself and just throw some additional stuff to it. Maybe like the Regal fan, stuff like that. Leaf, legendary leaf. It's not really much. It's just a golden leaf. I guess they don't really know what could we expect out of them when it comes to leaves. Maybe something like this would be nice, or that. You know, I'm not really. I'm still working on it, so I mean, I'm trying to see if I can 100% Utopia. So that's why I've been playing it a little bit more. The bow. I have not gotten the legendary bow yet. The king bow kind of all show. What's the word? Kind of show maybe what I'm about to see soon. Maybe a bow that's similar to the looks of the king bow. So I hope the legendary bow actually turn out to be really creative. Armor. Legendary armor. I think the legendary armor actually is good enough. So there really isn't anything to complain about. It's actually pretty good. The legendary robe. Mm, I would say it's okay, I guess. Yeah. Third. Mm, I'm not sure about this one. But when I changed the colors, it actually looks pretty good on some of my characters. So I would still give it a win. Maybe change the hat. Thief. I like how they kind of decided to keep it a little more like how would you say it? It would kind of look like it's more of a desert style uh, armor. I like the fact that they kept it like that. I mean, it looks so much like the Barrow gear, except where it's probably better. It's pretty nice. Right! I probably didn't get the legendary outfit for. Oh, never mind. I did get the legendary threads. Okay. It kind of. I don't really know much to say about the legendary threads, but I guess it's okay. It more likely looks okay in the color red. A legendary outfit. When I first saw Shantae with this, I was like, huh. The game really tried to make her look like her. Though something still felt very off about it. The legendary uniform for the chef looks kind of whack. It's like, why in the world do you have to put that whole entire bucket on top of their head, and you would have to give them that uh, this outfit for the chef? Like, why can't you keep something that has a shape like this? I feel like it would have been a little bit more better than having to have a whole entire bucket on top of your head. Asian culture, huh? Okay, so I'm not sure what the legendary Katsu looks like, so I'll be getting there. All I can say is I didn't know this was pretty much for women. It's kind of strange that for the legendary lab gear, you have where your hair is just nothing but absolute gold. What's a strange headwear for armor? Uh, the rest of the things in here, I would probably say the light color pretty much only suits it. I'm not sure about the other colors. Wait, what? No, that sounds wrong. I like what they did with the tank, just like how they did for the warrior. An absolute win. Even the tank holds some really good design. I like it. The legendary gown for the princess, it's okay. Just feel like it could have been a little bit more. Maybe kind of like the something like this. Pretty much what I really look into is the hero gown. It actually looks really special to me. A little more than the legendary crown itself. Yes, Utopia. I actually like how they decided to put the little sunflower in both the front and the back of this armor. Makes sense because, well, you're the flower. Still got nothing much for the vampire. Like I said, I'm still progressing with that. Health, This is. Oh my. How the heck? Anyway, this is the legendary Raven. I don't really have much to say about it. It's okay. Though I am kind of surprised you don't really have some of the costumes in there that the Fabled sisters have. One thing that kind of gets me, I almost listen to every single music that's in the game, but what am I missing? It's about somewhere around down here. I think. My eyes are becoming a little watery. I might skip it. Ah, there it is. Right down here. Number 94. I'm not sure what am I missing. It's in between the origin of the curse and purging the dark curse. Whatever this one's supposed to be, I'm not sure how to do it. Though I feel like it might, if I were to find out, it might kind of change up the story a bit, which might actually kind of throw the game a little off in a way. Maybe it'll throw me off. Because I enjoy good endings. But a bad ending, it sucks to experience that. Oh, come on. You're telling me I'm missing one more food? Yeah, I saw that. Where is it? Are you serious? It's the tornado lemonade? How? I thought I got. I thought I got the last one. That's crazy. You know, when I ever since I got into sashimi, I never understood why the Mii's were more likely disliking it and hating it, but I never noticed that was actually sushi. So they were eating raw fish. How exactly do you even eat raw fish? I mean, we like things when they're cooked, right? How do you eat it raw? If I were to actually ever have sushi, I'd rather have it cooked. Hmm, where is it? I'm sure it's around here somewhere. I am definitely not looking good enough. I probably skipped past it like a couple of times. Hmm. Well, I guess now we're all kind of caught up on what I want to talk about. Let me let's see. How much power do I have left on this thing? Let me end this stream and open up another one so I can throw in a new title, okay? That should sound okay to y'all.